So let's look into one more example. So here we are going to build an instance or create an instances using a variable file. So the current configuration includes a number of hard-coded values. So Terraform variables allow you to write configuration that is flexible and easier to reuse. So let's add a variable to define the region, zone, and AMIs. So for that we have to create new file called variable.tf, so with blocks which defining a region, zone, AMIs, and then after that we have to um, reference these variables in the main instance.tf, and then if you execute we should able to create it. So let's do it and let's see and let's do it. So before that I would like to you to also look into the prerequisites one more time, because I do not know like whether you are following our whether you're following it or not. If you're absolutely new here, so you just go back and watch the videos from the beginning and then so come to this exercise. But anyway, I just want to repeat it. So these are the prerequisites to do this exercise again. So you have to install the Terraform CLI 1.2.7, and then AWS CLI should be installed, and after that you have to set up your own AWS account, and then in that you have to create an IAM user with access keys, and finally you have to configure the AWS CLI with IAM user using access keys. So once all done, so then you can go for the exercise. So now let me open the directory one folder, and then inside that I'll create so new folder. So name of the folder would be variable tf instance, that's the name, and here I will open VS Code. So as usual, let me close the get started and then click on here. So let's write our first file. So before we write an instance.tf, it's better to start from the variables. So I will write the variables file first. So the name I'm gonna give is vars dot or variable dot or var dot, whatever it may be in short, because in short I will give it as vars variables dot tf. So you can see the symbol here. Yeah, I think it's clear now. So this part, it's a Terraform symbol. So as soon as you give the .tf extension, we got the Terraform. So we got it. The Terraform file is open. Now it's time to edit. So obviously this is a variable type, so it's a variable file, so all block types would be variables only. There is nothing, there is no debate in this. So we'll begin with a variable block type, variable block type, and then a region is the label that I want to use, and we open the block, and inside the block uh, default region that we like to have is US East 1. So then this is our first argument, and then this is our variable, and this is our value of the variable. So then the first variable has been defined and allocated, and then we will look into the second variable block. Yeah, so variable block, and then I will use zone as zone 1 as a label, then open the block, and then inside that again I'm gonna write default, and default zone is US East, and I'll go with the 1A. So second variable also has been defined and assigned. So now I will write the fourth variable block, that is AMIs. Basically these fourth variable blocks are AMIs. So these are the block labels. This can be custom defined. Whatever you want, you can give it. It's not a big deal. So the first argument here would be type. Type, we'll take it as map type, and then default. This is our nested block inside that. So default, it has a nested block. So this consists of the AMS that I want to use. So first I want to go with the US East and then 1. This is the default region that I've selected. So let me go to the US East 1, that is Virginia. Yeah, it's North Virginia. So I'll click on the North Virginia. Yep, these are the security groups that are related to North Virginia. And then, however, okay, let me get into the EC2 instance directly. Then EC2 instance services, and then I want to get that AMI numbers. One I'll take US East 1, and second one I would take US West 1. Okay, this is North Virginia US East 1. So let me click on launch instance. Just give some sample. Dan or Daniel. So here I will select again as usual. This time I'll check Amazon Linux, nothing different, just simple Amazon Linux. I'll check. Okay, I'll copy paste this in our code. So then the second I will take US West 1, and then the value I should get it. So let me get to the, I don't think North Virginia. US West 1 is North California. So I will go for the North California, that is US West 1. So here I need to get AMI. So yes, it is Sam. Then browse for more AMIs, and this is the AMI of the same Amazon Linux, but the ID is different. So that's the reason we have taken that also. So with this we have defined the 3 blocks. Let me save this. So 3 variable blocks with the region, zone 1 and AMIs as a label. Okay, so let me save this one more time, and then I'll create one more file. So this is a providers .tf. So here we will add providers. Provider, for us we have only one anyway. Providers, okay, that's the wrong one. Providers .tfs, it's a Terraform file. So provider, here we'll have a provider block, and provider block label is AWS, and then inside the region, no, not capital, it's a variable I want to define. So region, and then what is our region? We'll take variable. So dot, what is our variable? Label of our variable of region, it is region is the label. So that's what you have to give it. That's how you reference. It's similar to Python. It's similar to Python. If anybody knows Python, it's very easy to relate with Terraform. Okay, so capital RE region. Yeah, done. That's it. See, when I type tab, when I type R, you are the region, and then so your providers.tf is also done. That's also been executed. Sorry, that's also has been saved properly. So you have variables.tf and provider also done. Now it's time to create main instance file. For instance file, we will name it as Terraform where Terraform instance dot tf. This is the better one. Yeah. So where tf Terraform instance dot tf is the name, and then so now obviously here we have defined the variables and then providers. Now here we have to put the main resource block. So I'll type resource block resource, and then a label I want to go with is AWS instance, and then another would be um, so this is var instance, so I'll go with the var instance. Okay, so var instance, it's done. So then I'll open the block. So in this we are going to have a lot of arguments. The first argument would be AMI, as we know. AMI, the first argument is AMI. So AMI, from where we'll get it, you can only tell. We'll take var dot, and then let's get to the var. So in vars dot, AMI's variable label is capital AMIS. So let me get back to here. So capital AMIS, see, you got it? Clear? AMIS. And then from which region you want, again you have to take one more variable. Let me get to the region. So you have a region as a label. So then you have to select, you have to type, let me click on tab R, you got it, a region. So that's it, your AMI, and then their specific region has been allocated to the as a value to the AMI identifier or AMI variable. So then the second variable that we have is instance type. The second argument is instance type. Here instance type, as usual, will take T2 micro, that's a free tier 1. So T2 micro is done. So then we have availability zone, or else let's get to that. Okay, 3 files. I'll just open this and copy the things, or else I don't need to type again. We'll just edit it. Okay, so this is what AMI is done, instance type is done, and the remaining things I'm gonna copy it. Okay. That's okay. We'll edit it one by one. There is a missing indentation. That's fine. We'll do it. So availability zone, we'll check US East 1A. Then we have to put key name. We'll make a key name. So because we have to create a key. Yeah. So let's create a key first. So we do not have a key name. Let me create the key. Let me keep it this empty. And in I think where I am. So let me get back here. So I'm in North California, na? So I want it in US East 1A. So I will Oregon, North Virginia. Yeah. So here, let me click here, and you'll find on the left side menu, you'll find key pairs, and then click on create key pair. Name of the key pair for this time is var tf key pair. And click on create new key pair and go to the place where, and then cut it and paste it back in your directory where instance file is there. Yeah, this is our key pair. So now let me get back to the space. And what is that? The var tfkp. So var tfkp. So this is our key pair. So then we'll go for the security groups. again we have to get into the security group, and then we have to create a new security group. I do not know. So let's check the security groups in the same region, North Virginia, US East 1. Security groups are here. I will select yep, this is the one. I'll check this one, the security group ID. I'll copy and then I'll paste it here. So done. So then after that we have tags. So I'll just cut it, paste it here. So in tags, let me open the block. This is a nested block. Inside that we'll begin with a name, and then name consists of what's the tag name you want to give. I'll give var instance, as usual. Project, I'll give Terraform. So this is done. Then one more and close it. Yeah, only two. Yep, done. This bracket closes with this one, and then this one is with this, so both are done. So let me save it. I think our files are absolutely ready. Now it's time to do step by step, starting with Terraform initialization. Then once the initialization is done, then we'll go for the format and validation and then plan, and then one by one we'll go step by step. Okay, so let's begin with the Terraform initialization. For that, you have to open the git bash in a directory where all your instance files are there. So git bash, make it bigger. Yes, let me begin. So first let us check what all files are there. You see providers.tf, and then variable, this is instance.tf file, and then this is key pair, and this is vars.tf file. So let me initialize the Terraform directory, Terraform init. So it may take some time. So it's installing HashiCorp AWS providers. Of course, we have explored all those things in yesterday's session only. So I don't like to take you through all of these things. I will just do one by one as quick as possible, because we have to do two more exercises in this Terraform. So one is deployment of the application using Terraform. So other one is outputs. So that's how it works basically. So once it gets initializes, so as it happens with the git, it creates one directory. So there it's going to store the binary file of AWS provider, AWS Terraform provider, and similarly it creates, then after that, once that is done, so we can actually use Terraform. Once initialization is done, then we will check the format, whether everything is properly or not, and then after that we will go for the validation of the syntax and everything of our codes. Yes, it's done. So Terraform has been successfully initialized, and then most importantly, Terraform has created a log file, that's .terraform.log.hcl, to record the provider selections it made above. So include this file in your version control repository so that Terraform can guarantee to make the same selections by default when you run Terraform in it in the future. So that's what I'm just reading through faster so that we have done it in earlier session. So Terraform has been successfully initialized. That is the message of the first one. So now let's clear the screen and check the Terraform format, FMT. Yes, there are three files to be changed, three files to be modified, and they have been modified, I guess. So let's do it again, Terraform format and see. So this time we did not get anything. That means they were thoroughly cross-checked and they were thoroughly verified. So now let's go for the Terraform validate. Success. The configuration is valid. It's pretty quick, but that's fine. So all steps are done. Now it's time to apply. And let's see what's going to happen. Terraform apply. Yeah, it's gonna take more time because there are a lot of things to be done. So all are plus, maximum things are plus. I'll just go through it once. Okay, the network interfaces and a lot of things. So we have discussed about each and every block of this information known after apply, what is known after apply and everything. So here the plan comes into the picture. So there is nothing to change, nothing to destroy, only thing one infra to add. That's it. So do you want to perform these actions? Yes, of course. So I have to enter S. So I have entered it. Now action is taking place. Let's wait and watch what is gonna happen. So you kindly go through the process one more time. So what exactly is happening? So each step, you understand each step better, so that when you work on in actual real scenario, it would be much easier. So here in this case, you can see it's creating an instance, AWS instance dot var inst, and then I think 10, 20, 30 seconds elapsed. So I hope at least the fourth 40 seconds. Yes, it's done within 37 seconds. It's pretty faster. Normally it takes 43 seconds, but this time it is created. The completion time is just 37 seconds. It's fantastic. So apply complete. Resources one added. Brilliant. And then zero changed, zero destroyed. So now let's get into the EC2 console and we will check whether it's been really created or just illusion or delusion. Let me go to the EC2 dashboard. One instance is running. I think we are done it. That's it. The instance name that I gave var instance because it's variable. Through variable we have done it, and then it's up and running in availability zone US East 1A, and then this is the public IP, and this is a security group that we have used, and this is the key pair that we have used. Brilliant, wonderful. I hope you are also able to do it. So if you are able to do it, congratulations, you have reached one step up, one level up. Okay, so now what we are going to do, a small activity like it's we have done it already, but I want to do it one more time. So this time what I'm going to do is it's like so I'll just take you through this one. Yeah, so define the input variable exercise. Through this we have done it. So if you see destroy infrastructure exercise, that also we have done it. Change infrastructure exercise. So this we have done it in with our previous way. Na? So now we have used a variable file, and then through the variable file we have built an infrastructure. So now what I want to do is I want to do some changes in the file, some changes in our file, and then I want to see how it works. If I do changes, I want to change the key pair. So how can I do that? And I want to run the instance. How can I do that? Let's do it. So for that I will go back to our main instance file. So here I want to change this key pair. So for that what I can do, I have to again get into the key pairs. So this time I want to put the old key, one more key pair. I want to create one more key pair. So where is that? It's elastic IP key pairs as well. So I will type it as key pair. It's var tf KP1. It's version 1. It's a new one. And then I'll create. So it's been created. Let me get into that folder and cut it and then paste it in your directory. So, and the name, I'll just copy the name. Yeah. And then I will paste it here. And let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, fantastic. Let me save the file. And again, let me get into the git bash. So let me clear the screen first. So now ls lrt, you can see the var tf that's a old one, var trf, okay, var rf kp1.pk. So let me check whether the name I have given correctly or not. Yes, correct. So name is correct. So now I just want to do some modification. I have done the modification. Now it's time to apply. So first let me check the format first. So Terraform fmt. So there is not much of changes to be done. Everything is fine. Then before we doing the validation and all those things, it's better to plan it first. If you do plan, so then we'll see what is going to change, then what is going to happen. So everything. So that's the reason I'll say Terraform plan. So then Terraform will plan how to do the changes based on the changes that I have given. So how can it does? So here you can see, so the tilde symbols, they are in place updates, plus these are new addition, and then minus will be a removal of the existing one. So they'll remove the existing one and then they will add wherever you find minus plus. So here you see CPU credits, okay, and here Dove SG security group, okay, that's fine. So in this case, to do the changes, if you want to replace with a new key pair, then obviously you have to destroy the existing one, and then you have to create the new one. That's what the Terraform plan is. That's how the Terraform has planned it. So you did not use the out option to save this plan. So Terraform can't guarantee to take exactly these actions if you run Terraform apply. So that's okay. So let me clear the screen and let's apply Terraform apply. I think I've saved the file. It should work. Yeah. It's asking the plan. Want to add, want to destroy. Let's see. I'll give S. And what's going to happen? It's destroying the existing one. Destroying the existing one. Here you can see the destroying the existing one. And then once destroyed, once it is existed one is destroyed, it's gonna create the new one. So let's wait and watch what is gonna happen, what's gonna happen in this case. So next, still destroying process is taking place. 30 seconds elapsed. This is too much. I think after 40 seconds it should be destroyed, and then next within 40 seconds it should come up with the new. Oh, for this, yeah, complete destruction complete after 43 seconds. Now it's gonna create. That's what the same thing. The plan. Want to destroy, it's been destroyed, then other one to be added, and now it's being added, but I think it takes 40 seconds this time. Okay, so 10 seconds, 20 seconds elapsed. Now okay, 10 more seconds I guess. Okay, so you just go through this 30 seconds, you just go through this complete procedure. So this is how you can actually, without touching your instance, you can do all the modification, you can create, you can change, you can destroy, everything you can do through Terraform. Oh, this time it's taking more time, it's 50 seconds. That's huge, that's huge. Yeah, it's done. Apply complete. Resources one added and one destroyed. Now let me get into the uh, now let me get into the EC2 console. So EC2 dashboard is here. So instance is running. Here it is. US East 1A where instance is running. Of course, 2 will run because in our file we have mentioned 2. So one is at US East 1A, other one is also US East 1A with the uh, different instance IDs. So it's all done. It's all set. So you also keep doing it.